Well, today's a bittersweet day for us here at KCAL9. After 28 years, we are saying goodbye to Sylvia Lopez. She's decided to take on a new career challenge. We're excited for her. I am just in awe of her courage to do this, and we're very lucky to have worked with her. So before she leaves us tonight, we want to take a look back at her remarkable career and just take a moment to say goodbye.
If the price of gas these days has made your life miserable, then you probably haven't visited Bob's Union 76 in Stanton.
It was 1983 when Sylvia Lopez realized she wanted to be a reporter and began working on her resume tape as an intern and production assistant at CBS 2 News while studying at USC.
Unleaded gas is only 76 cents a gallon today until Sunday.
I was just this really naive kid who didn't really know much about the news, and the whole thing was just kind of scary and wondrous to me.
And this year, for the first time in state history, you can make a direct contribution to their natural habitats on your 540 or 540A income tax form.
It's amazing that I was able to get a job with that tape.
But that tape landed Sylvia her first reporting job in New Mexico, where she worked for 1 year before returning to Los Angeles to report at KCOP in the mid-1980s.
Up until January, hundreds of homeless families were living on this historic site, the Plaza of the Three Cultures. Health workers say the homeless face added threats, for instance, the risk of disease from so many people living in such cramped quarters, often with little water.
And after 2 years at KCOP...
Thanks, Penny. See you then. Thank you for joining us tonight. The CBS Evening News follows.
Sylvia made the move back to CBS 2 in 1988.
Hey, we know you used to work here as an intern and a production assistant. We remember you. You're part of our family. We'd like to consider having you come back.
The news business would become Sylvia's passport to the world. For 3 weeks, she traveled with CBS 2 crews from northern Mexico to the very southern tip of the country on the border of Guatemala, gathering several stories.
We brought it back. We put it into a 1-hour special. Somehow we found a woman who was living in a cave. She was a cave dweller.
Maria is a Tarahumara Indian, one of Mexico's most ancient people.
She covered local stories from the field.
Officials estimate they'll be able to lift about 5 barrels an hour from underneath the freeway overpass.
And from the anchor chair.
The Compton officer was ordered today to stand trial on voluntary manslaughter charges.
She met her husband Joe in the newsroom.
It was sort of like love at first sight. I saw him, he was a per diem writer, and I just thought, okay, who's that guy?
They married in 1989.
I had already been on Channel 2 for 2 years, and all of a sudden, I hear about they're starting this new station. KHJ is going to become KCAL9.
Now, live.
At first, Sylvia declined KCAL's offer.
Primetime news, 3 hours in primetime? No, that's not going to last very long. And of course, we all know what happened. It was enormously successful. And so 2 years later, when they asked me again if I'd be interested, I said yes.
She joined the KCAL9 news team in 1992 and covered it all, from earthquakes to the LA riots, Oscar night at Chasen's, and an explosion in Guadalajara.
That's the situation here in Guadalajara, Mexico. I'm Sylvia Lopez. Jerry, Tani?
Sylvia had the opportunity to co-anchor with LA news legend Jerry Dunphy.
He just loved the written word, and he loved crafting a really good sentence, and it was very special to have worked with him in his final 2 years.
She's shared the anchor desk with many familiar faces throughout the years, and when KCAL9 and CBS 2 merged in 2002, she reported for both stations, covering the news that mattered from across the country.
We're going to go to Sylvia Lopez. She's standing by in Washington with more information. Sylvia?
And around the world.
CBS 2's Sylvia Lopez has the latest on the Pope's visit, live from Cologne, Germany.
KCAL9 Sylvia Lopez begins our team coverage live from Vatican City.
Throughout the years, she's dedicated her time to several causes.
Been there on race day for Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure for 15 years. And they've become more like family to me than anything else.
And she's raised a family of her own.
There's no way to put into words how challenging it is to be a woman and to work in this industry. I I think about all our reporters out there that have kids waiting for them at home. It's a tough juggle.
Community leaders have recognized Sylvia's hard work as well as her peers, yet she always shares the spotlight with coworkers.
Anything I do would not be possible without the photographer and the editor and the producer.
She's grateful for what she's experienced firsthand.
You get the sense that you're seeing history in the making and you have a front row seat. And that's been amazing.
Sylvia's passion for storytelling over the past 30 years from the front row seat is what earned her the admiration of so many Southern Californians and her colleagues in the news business.
I will always have a amazingly special memory and fondness for the years that I've spent in this industry and at this station and the opportunities that I have. I will never ever forget that, and I'll always hold them very, very close to my heart.
Well, we have some sad breaking news to tell you about. Our good friend and colleague Sylvia Lopez is leaving.
But you're our hero for taking a leap and trying something new. And you're beautiful on the inside, on the outside. You're an amazing friend and an amazing role model.
Don't cry, you guys. We are going to miss you so much, Sylvia. We wish you the very best on your new career move.
Hey, Sylvia, we just wanted to take a second to wish you all the very best from your family here at Entertainment Tonight.
I want to personally wish you the very, very best.
Sylvia and I were both babies way back on KCAL more than 20 years ago. We are really going to miss you here.
You became a wonderful reporter, and I'm very proud of you, and it's been a pleasure to know you.
Best of luck to you, and I hope whoever replaces you is just as nice, just as sweet, but maybe not so pretty.
You are a true talent and a legend in the news business, but more important, you have a heart of gold.
Sylvia, I am so happy for you, but I'm so sad for all of us.
Sylvia has been my big sister here at KCAL since day one. In fact, she was on the air with me on my first day on the noon show on the KCAL9 News at Noon.
Just know that you have a newsroom full of cheerleaders who are always going to be here for you and be your friends.
And I wish nothing but the best in your future endeavors. Sylvia, I have come out of anchoring retirement to tell you you're not just one of the great anchors in this city. You're also a great cook of healthy things, and I'm going to miss sharing our quinoa and kale salad recipes.
I wish you the very, very best. I'm excited to hear where your future takes you.
Sylvia, I can't tell you how many times in the past years people would stop me on the street and say, "Hey, is Sylvia Lopez your little sister?" And when I would tell them no, how deeply disappointed they were.
On the way to work, I know where you live. Maybe a few days a week I could just pop in and have lunch with you before I get here. But the bottom line is I'm going to miss you very, very much, as is everybody here.
Sylvia, I will truly miss seeing you and your kind smile every day and sharing a hearty laugh like we've done well over the years.
Bye, Sylvia!
It's very nice. You have a lovely heart and a beautiful soul, and the world needs more people like you, Sylvia Lopez.
I am so lucky. Okay, two things. One, how lucky am I? And two, I haven't died, okay? I feel a little bit like I've died. Nicolette Medina and Gustavo Sampaio, what an amazing job they did putting that together, and to all of you who contributed in any way.
Well, we actually have more at the end of this newscast, so we're gonna show you more.
I don't know if I can take any more.
Well, and you know, a lot of people ask, and people think news people, it is a competitive business, and they always ask, do you guys really like each other?
Yeah.
That isn't always the case, but here. It really is the case. We love each other, and that's why it's just like the best place to work. And